Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me today for another episode here on the channel. This is going to be a care package from my buddy Andy over at Flying Dutchman Cards, brother to Doug of Don't Talk to Robots. Really love both of their channels. Andy has sent me a couple of care packages before, as has Doug, quite honestly. And this one I was not expecting. It's been a busy summer. Haven't touched base with Andy in a few weeks or maybe even a couple months or more, but went and checked the mail the other day and found this envelope, recognized the return address. I did slit it open here, but I have not been into this yet to see what Andy sent my way. So this is unexpected and really cool. We have a note here. Shane, I picked up a few cards that I knew had your name on them, so I thought I would send them your way. Hope you enjoy them and happy collecting. And if I had to... can't see into this, but if I had to venture a guess, I would say what's in here might be one of two things, or at least related to one of two things. And those would be buybacks, because Andy knows I'm a big buyback fan, and also 1990 Topps, because we kind of share that in common in our pursuit of the hobby. Andy being 1 year before me, but in the same way that I love all things 1990 Topps, Andy loves all things 1989 Topps. And I think the reason he knows I'm into buybacks is because I've sent him 89 Topps buybacks on occasion for his collection, because I'm trying to slowly convince him to try to do an 89 Topps buyback set in the same way that I am crazily attempting that with the 1990 Topps set. So it looks like there's something that's in a magnetic here and that is situated between two pieces of cardboard. So I'm going to assume those are to keep the suspense intact, and that is meant to be open last. Before we get to that, we'll do this small pouch here, team set pouch. And again, just thank you so much, Andy. It's just so cool that you sent these. I love the element of surprise. Like, it's really awesome, and one of the very cool things about the YouTube community when you just head out to the mailbox to check for bills or that day's, eBay pickups or whatever it is, and you find a package of baseball cards that someone from the community sent to you because they thought of you in your collection. It's just the best. So I need to get back into the swing of sending out more of these myself. So here's a Willie Banks, and as I predicted, this is a buyback, and it is a 1992 Willie Banks, but it's from the 2017 Rediscover buyback program, and that is a gold foil. So this will be evaluated for my buyback Franken set. And I have, it's been probably over a year since I showed the buyback Franken set, and I've met a lot of new people in the community, so I think I'm going to try to dust that off and do an updated video. I'm not sure it's changed, drastically in the year since I did that video. Certainly some cards have battled their way in, and some empty slots have been filled. So I'll try to get a video done on that in the near future, so you guys can check that out, those of you that are curious. Here's another one, also from the 2017 Rediscover program. This is Pat Corrales, manager of the Cleveland Indians, and look at that hair. That is some thick growth right there from Pat Corrales. I wish I had a hairline like that. Next up, we've got a tremendous beard, so facial hair is what's exceptional about this one. This is Ray Fontenot of the Minnesota Twins. I love this Twins logo here. Awesome stuff, and very cool buyback from 87 Topps there. And again, in case you haven't seen it, and I'll try to feature it soon, like I said, but what I do with the Franken set, it's a binder of 792 pockets in sheets, and I'm trying to just complete a set of Topps buyback cards, and they can be from any year. So like this 1988 Mike Mason, it's card number 87. I will, open the binder, go to slot 87. If it's empty, Mason goes into the set. If there's another card there, I make a decision between Mike Mason and the card that's already in that pocket. And then over time, it builds into an awesome complete set, at least ideally. I'm not totally there yet. Shout out to Pepino, man. Here's a Steve Jeltz. And as much as I love buybacks, if you want this one for your Steve Jeltz collection, Pepino, just let me know and I'll put that in your stack. That is awesome. And then a couple of 1990 buybacks here. So this is huge because as I mentioned at the outset of the video, I am also working on a 1990 complete set of all buybacks, which I don't even think is achievable, but trying to see how close I can get anyway. And towards that end, we have Bud Black and also Rob Ritchie here with the Detroit Tigers. And this is a blue foil buyback, which is one of the rarer stamps that year. So they did different color stamps. You can see here gold and here blue. And depending on the color, that particular buyback was more or less rare based on the color of the foil. So awesome, awesome stuff there, Andy. I really appreciate that handful of contenders for the Franken set and or the 1990 Topps Buyback set. And with that out of the way, last but not least here, let me try to figure out which way this is situated. So it looks like this is a Topps Archives Signature Series card from 1990 Topps. And this is just, man, so thoughtful. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It's so cool that people in the community know that I love 1990 Topps and think of me when they see these. I received a Steve Finley from Ken's Cardboard in a care package a few weeks back. And here it looks like Andy has added to the collection even further. We got a New York Met, and check it out. It is Dave Magadan. Awesome. This is numbered out of 75. Might be a little tough to make out because he kind of signed over it here, but 53 of 75. This is, I want to say this is from this year's. I don't see a year. Sometimes there's a year noted on the archives. Oh no, here it is on the foil stamp, 2022. This is from this year's Archives Signature Series product. And check this card out. I love the border with the orange and the blue and how it just complements that Mets uniform so nicely. And then on top of that, you got the blue ink of the auto. I think the placement is very interesting here. I've never seen a player sign like that, but it looks like his autograph is kind of perched on his shoulder as he drops the bat. And just a super cool card. I will vacuum up any of these 1990 Archive Signature Series that I can find. I've shown probably maybe between 10 to a dozen of them in the history of the channel, and I have a few more to show, but I do not have this Dave Magadan because I hadn't picked up any of the 2022s yet, and I guess I'm glad I didn't because I got hooked up here with the Magadan and was hooked up previously by Ken with the Steve Finley. So, just the latest example of the amazing generosity that exists in this community on YouTube. Andy, you are the man. You absolutely made my week with this surprise delivery, and that card could not be in a better home. This will be cherished. I have all of these organized or numerically, I should say, in a shoebox. All of my 90 Topps archives and other autos, some of which you have sent me in the past. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I will certainly be sending you another round of 89 buybacks for that pursuit, and I'll be reaching out to you individually as well. But thank you so much, my friend, and to everybody else who stopped by to check out these buybacks. I really appreciate you spending a few minutes of your day here on the channel with me, and I'll be back in the very near future with some more sports card content. Until then, enjoy the hobby and stay safe.